Hi all, welcome back to the daily question series of Leetcode solutions. Today we are going to solve today's question intersection of two arrays 2. This is one of the easiest question. Let me explain you what the question is. So we will be given with two arrays, say nums1 and nums2, and each array will have some elements, say for an example 1 2 comma 2 comma 1, and nums2 will have something called 2 comma 2. And what we need to find is the intersection of these two arrays. We have to see the common element present in both of these arrays and then return an array which has the common elements alone. So here in this case, the common elements which are there in both of these array is these two. So output should be 2 comma 2, right? So this is the question, and let me explain you with another given example. Say nums1 equal to 4 comma 9 comma 5 and nums2 equal to 9 comma 4 comma 9 comma 8 comma 4. So here 9 comma 4 and 4 comma 9 are the only common element, right? So what we have to return is 4 comma 9, and solution will also accept if we submit 9 comma 4. So in this case both works. Okay, this is the question. Let's dive deep into solution and see how we can solve it. To solve this question, we'll make use of data structures which will yield us an efficient solution. So let me explain you in detail what the solution is and how we are going to solve this question. Right, so first we'll take up two data structures. One will be an intersection array which holds the interlying elements from both the uh, arrays, and another one will be a dictionary which will hold counts of each value. So what this does is, say for an example here we have 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 1. So this counter dictionary, what we'll use it for is to save the numbers and the number of times they appear. So here 1 appears 1 and 2 times, so it will be here like this, and 2 also appears two times. This we have to do it because in the final solution, though there are two times 2, we if we don't use this counter dictionary, we will end up getting only one time 2. So to eliminate that edge case, we use counter and then save values in count dictionary to get all the values as an outcome, right? And intersection will be our final intersection array which will hold the common element between the two arrays. So now what we do is we'll first update this counter dictionary to save all the numbers and the number of times they appear in the array. So that we do it by using a loop for all the numbers in the first array called nums1. Let's check if the num is in the count dictionary, and we will, if it's there, we will increment the count dictionary by 1, and if it's not there, we will make the count dictionary of that number to be equal to 1. So with this function we will have all the numbers and the number of times they are repeated in the question or in the array, and with this number of times they are present in the array, we will be able to derive the common elements between two arrays. So that we do by using another loop, that is for nums in the second array called nums2. Let's call number 1 as first array and then number 2 as second array. And if num is in count dictionary, and the count dictionary of that number is greater than 0. We're checking if it's greater than 0, and if it's greater than 0, what we do is we append that value to the intersect array, So that we do by intersect dot append the num. Right. With this, we will have all the common elements into this intersect array. And what we have to do is we'll have to decrement the count of that number in the count dictionary. So then what happens? It will run for the number of times where the number is greater than zero. Say if there are two elements in the given array, it will run for twice and then append twos in the intersect array. Right. And then finally what we have to do is return the intersect array. So this final intersect array will hold all the common elements between these two arrays, and then yeah, that solves the solution. Let's see if this solution works fine in coding. Leetcode works. Let me maximize this, and yeah. So first we need to initialize two data structures. One is intersect, that will be an array or list, and second one will be a count dictionary, which will have nothing initially. And now let's loop into all the values in nums1 array, and then let's check if num is in count of one dictionary, and then if it's there, let's increment the count by 1, that is plus equal to 1. And if it's not there, then let's make the count of num equal to 1. And with this loop, all the elements and the number of iterations they are present in the array will be saved. So now let's write another loop which will check in the second list nums2, and if the number is in count 1, it'll check first if it's there in the dictionary, and if it'll and it'll check count of nums if it's greater than 0. And if it's greater than 0, then it means that it is present, and then we will have to intersect dot append of num. So now this will have the elements, and now what we have to do is we'll have to count of num, we have to by decrease this by 1. And with this loop, we will have all the values present in both of this array in um, dictionary, so in array called intersect, and then now we'll have to return the intersect array. And let's run this and see if it works, and see if we have any issues with the solution. There's a spelling mistake here. We have to put count 1 of num. Right. Let's run it and see if there's any other issue or if it works. Again, there's a mistake here. It has to be 1. Run. And looks like the solution is accepted. Let me minimize this. Both the cases are accepted. Let's submit the solution, see if it's also all the edge cases. And this solution beats 98.96% of the solutions. It is approximately equal to 99% of the solution, and this is one of the best solution we can code it up with using multiple data structures, and then this gives the runtime as 98.96%. And yeah, this is it for this video. If you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.